Welcome, electronic video guests, to the outer limits of the trading card hobby TTM. Through the mail, we seek to have the famous and the infamous sign the trading cards and photographs we send to them through the mail. Today we have 4 such specimens to examine. 4 trading card autograph request return specimens to examine. So if you like seeing envelopes being cut open, you've come to the right place. Sit back, relax, get ready to enjoy the fun presented to you from the worldwide YouTube video airfill. How about that, electronic video guests? We've got us a Friday morning, Friday afternoon, Friday night TTM special, getting ready for a great sports weekend. We got baseball playoffs, college football, the National Football League, even hockey started, basketball starting soon. Boy, it is a sports lovers holiday season. I'll tell you what, when you get to late October, early November, all the sports going on. Of course, tonight we got Game 5, our Detroit Tigers out in Seattle. Hopefully Tarek Skubal can finally win a big game. He blew Game 5 last year against the Indians. Let's hope we can get this one tonight and keep our Tigers season going. All right, well, we got not only some TTMs, we've also going to open up and give away some football cards. We got us a blaster box 2025 Donruss Elite. 24 cards in there. We'll give away any 3 we don't want. We'll tell you how you can do that a little bit later. But we'll be looking for some of these green disco parallels. And we got a comic book to look at too. So we got a lot of stuff to do as we get ready to enjoy our weekend. Let's see, how's that lighting look? That looks good. I guess we're ready to start. Let's get going with TTM number 1. Let's see where this thing is coming to us from. Charles Oates, or Charles Oates, North Carolina. Never heard of Charles Oates, North Carolina. Must be some little hick town down south. Charles Oates, North Carolina. Let's see what we got from Charles Oates. Looks like we got our note back. I see right there. See this? That's a ball card. Let's see if it's signed. Sleepy, it says. That might be Eric Sleepy Floyd. Well, that is Eric Sleepy Floyd. Man, look at that 91 skybox. I'll tell you what, these things are great for autographs, aren't they? Look at that beautiful Eric Sleepy Floyd autograph card. Eric, now 64 years old. He, of course, was a great All-American point guard at Georgetown. He and Patrick Ewing led the Hoyas to the NCAA Finals in 1982. Of course, they lost one of the greatest final games ever to Michael Jordan in North Carolina. Sleepy was the Nets' first-round pick in '82. Yeah, pretty good 13-year career. Played for 4 teams, was an All-Star in 1987. For his career, old Sleepy averaged 12.8 points, 5.4 assists, 1.2 steals per game. Sleepy Floyd, check that out. Beautiful. Man, that came out great, didn't it? I tell you, with all that white on those background, those skybox cards, those are perfect for autographs. But now, I think, what did I ask Mr. Floyd about? I don't even remember. Let's see if he answered a question on my notes. Oh yeah. I said, who was the best coach you played for, either in college or the NBA? He said the legendary Georgetown coach John Thompson. That is not really a surprising answer. Remember that big guy stalking the sidelines for Georgetown. All right, Mr. Floyd, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Eric, Sleepy Floyd. Beautiful. Good way to start. Let's keep going. TTM Friday. Is the world starting to calm down a little bit? We'll have to see. Things looking good the last few days. No major disasters or catastrophes. This next one here, coming to us from Atlanta. Of course, the only, I guess there was one disaster yesterday.
No balls and a strike. Hess breaks his back. Kirkring gonna find it. Throws to the plate. Oh my goodness! He throws it away, and the Dodgers have won. The Dodgers win, and they are moving on to the NLCS. And a most improbable finish.
Did you see that poor guy for the Phillies? His name, I believe, is Orion. Was it Kirkering? Orion Kirkering. Well, Orion Orion was no star last night, unfortunately. Did you see that little boo-boo he made to end the game? Oh my goodness. Guy hit a tapper back to the mound. He just panicked. He kind of muffed it a little. The ball rolled a couple feet away, but he could have picked it up and thrown to first and got the guy. He'd have remained calm. But he had a full-blown nervous breakdown on the mound and scrambled around and made a wild pitch to home. He had no chance to get the guy at home anyway, but you gotta feel bad for that. He's gonna go into baseball lore up there with Bill Buckner and some of the other guys who screwed up in postseason games. Orion Kirkering. Orion was no star. All right, let's see what we got from Atlanta, Georgia. Orion Kirkering. Boy. All right, what we got from Atlanta? Oh, we got us a football card signed by Mr. Marion Butts. Man, look at that beautiful 89 Pro Set rookie card with that blue Sharpie. Man, that looks good, doesn't it? 58 years old, Marion Butts. Look at that sweet score rookie card. Played his college ball at Florida State. Was the Chargers' 7th round pick in 1989. Gained 1,225 yards in 1990. Was a Pro Bowler in 1990 and 1991. Finished his career with 5,185 rushing yards, 43 touchdowns. He was one of those old workhorse, big old workhorse running backs. Very tough to tackle. Marion Butts, thank you, sir. Boy, that is a beautiful looking rookie card, isn't that? That signature on there, great. Thank you, Mr. Butts. Butts. All right. Now this one here is coming to us from Albany, New York. Albany, New York. That is the capital city of New York, I believe. Albany. Let's see what we got from Albany. Whoa, look at this. You know what? Let me set this down here a minute. That Kevin Deneen card. You know what? It might be one of the old. I sent those Pro Set cards out a long time ago. Let me get around here and look into my files and see the exact date of that Kevin Deneen. Look at that Kevin Deneen card. Beautiful signature, isn't it? That is a, what year Pro Set was that? 92? Yeah, 1991 Pro Set. Kevin 61. All right, I think I got the info here. Let me look. I mailed, what's today's date? October 10th or something? I mailed this out October 18, 2022. That's almost 3 full years to the day. Kevin Dineen. How about that? Well worth the wait. Kevin Dineen, right winger, played 19 years in the National Hockey League, 12 with the Whalers, 5 with the Flyers, 2 with Columbus. 355 career goals his best year. 1988-89 with the Whalers, 45 goals. Two-time All-Star. Look at that, Kevin Dineen. There's that 45 goal year right there. You can see I'm not lying. I didn't make that up. 1988-89 with Hartford, 45 goals, 44 assists, 89 points. Kevin Dineen. Almost 3 years to the day, but I'll take it. Thank you, sir. All right, we're down to our last TTM. Look at this thing here. This is coming to us from South Suburban, Illinois. Not urban Illinois, suburban Illinois. It's not, we'll just leave it at that. All right, from Illinois, we got a note, hopefully some questions answered. Looks like there's a ball card tucked in there. Let's pull it out. It's a football card, rookie card. Well, how about that Michigan quarterback, John Navarre? Look at that. Boy, look at that sweet 2004 Upper Deck Star rookie card. Man, that came out great too, didn't it? That looks beautiful. Oh, John, now 45 years old. John Navarre. Of course, like I said, played his college ball at Michigan. Michigan got a big game Saturday night at USC. Hopefully we can pull that one out. Played at Michigan from 1999 to 2003. He had several school records, including most single season passing yards. Tossed for 3,331 in 2003. Selected by the Cardinals in the 7th round of the 2004 draft. He only played in 2 games in the NFL with the Cardinals. Completed 43 of 64 passes, 342 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. John Navarre, good college quarterback, though. How about that for the Michigan Wolverines? Thank you, Mr. Navarre. I'm sure I asked him about his days with Michigan. Let's see what he had to say. What did I ask him about? I said, did you have any favorite teammates on those old Michigan teams? Jason Avant, remember him? Of course, he played on the NFL. He had some good years with the Eagles. He was one of his top wide receivers at Michigan. Jason Avant. Navarre to Avant. That was a good connection in college ball. Thank you, Mr. Navarre. Really appreciate that. Look at that beautiful old rookie card. All right. Outstanding. What an outstanding selection of TTMs. Let me pause to take a little drink of my beverage here. That's good stuff there. All right, we're going to give away some football cards. Like I said, it's going to be a pick 3. I'll tell you how to win later. That's a 2025 Donruss Elite with Patricia Mahomes on the box right there. Look, you see there, Patricia's got her play sheet. Got all the calls right there on her wristband. But all right, we'll look at those in just a bit. First, I happen to, how am I going to explain all this in a timely fashion? This one here, let me see if I can set that right up there. Can you see that? That is from DC Comics. You probably heard of that. Issue number 1. Have you heard of this thing? You see right there's a 1. That means that's the first issue. Red Hood. Now, I really didn't know. Apparently, Red Hood but it's going to take a long time to explain. Red Hood apparently was uh, from the Batman series. I guess he was one of the Robins. He was like the second or third Robin. His name was like Jason, and he was kind of adopted by Bruce Wayne, and then they had some kind of falling out. I think he actually died. If I'm getting this wrong, somebody can correct me. I know Mr. Jeffrey Cat. He knows a lot about these comics. Jeffrey, if I get any of these details wrong, put down there in the comments. But I believe he actually was killed. I know he died somehow. Of course, in comic book world, they brought him back to life, but he had a grudge with Batman. He blamed him. I think it had something to do with the Joker. Batman didn't kill the Joker or something like that because he blamed the Joker for his death. I know I'm getting some of these wrong, but anyway, he left Gotham City, and this Red Hood comics, he's moved down to a city that's kind of based on New Orleans. I think it's called New Angelique, but anyway, all of that isn't even the interesting part about this Red Hood #1 with the old resurrected Robin. How am I going to explain this? So this issue, you see the person's name who wrote it. You see that down there? Gretchen Felker Martin. So this was going to be a series, but I think did I get a little paragraph about that? What day was this? What day did this thing come out? Let me see. I think I had an information sheet. Yeah, this thing was released on Wednesday, September 10th, 2025, but it was immediately canceled, and all these were supposed to be pulled off the shelves of the comic book stores, and they canceled the rest of the series. I think there's going to be like 3 more issues in this little series, and all the copies of Red Hood #1 uh, were supposed to be pulled off the shelves and returned back to DC. Now, the reason for this, you guys familiar with this? The author, Gretchen Felker Martin, was on something called Blue Sky. I guess that's some kind of like Twitter knockoff, or I guess that's the liberal version. Trump has his own Truth Social for the conservatives, and I guess his Blue Skies for the liberals. But anyway, anyway, this Felker Martin went on the Blue Sky on the day that Charlie Kirk, remember that guy? Charlie Kirk was assassinated. And I don't know if you say Mrs. Kirk or Miss Kirk, because Felker Kirk is trans. So I guess you say Miss Felker Martin on the day that Mr. Kirk was assassinated made some comments. Well, you can't do that in America anymore. Made some comments on this Blue Sky thing. Said thoughts and prayers, you Nazi, and then a B word, and then hope the bullet's okay after touching Charlie Kirk. Well, of course you can't say stuff like that in America anymore. So DC Comics swiftly issued a statement, and here's their statement. At DC Comics, we place the highest value on our creators and community and affirm the right to peaceful individual expression of personal viewpoints. Posts or public comments that can be viewed as promoting hostility or violence are inconsistent with DC's standards of conduct. Now, apparently, this Felker Martin was already in trouble though with DC. She had been warned before, even like 3 weeks prior. Apparently, she made some remarks about Israel, Palestine, and they told her to basically to chill out. But DC canceled the rest of the issues, called this back. I'll tell you how I got this in a minute, but In a later interview, this Felker Martin confirmed she had been warned about her social media use, and she knew the posts about Kirk would be problematic. However, she stated she had no regrets for the contest of the posts themselves, describing Kirk as a loathsome person who she alleged had advocated for violence against her and her community as a trans creator. Oh, all that's for all you folks. I don't know nothing enough about it, but anyway, the final note I have here says sources close to the situation suggested the posts about Mr. Kirk were the final straw that broke the camel's back for DC, rather than the sole factor, because they highlighted a consistent pattern of provocative public remarks DC could no longer defend. Red Hood series was canceled, and the comics were supposed to be returned. Apparently, a few of them were sold to the public before the cancellation order went through. I happened to, when I heard about this, I happened to go down to my local comic book store. I won't say the name. There's a couple, so I won't say which one. And I went in there. I asked them, "You got any of those Red Hood, Red Hood comics laying around?" Oh no, no. We had to take them off the shelves. We're sending them back. And I took the one clerk aside. I said, "Buddy, I bet you probably got some laying down there in the back. What if I just slip you a little cash here and you give me one of those?" I won't say how much I paid. If you look for the prices on eBay, it's not quite that much, but it certainly was a little bit more than this $4.99 cover price, because I figured this would be a nice collector's item. So I slipped him from cash, and lo and behold, he did happen to find a stray copy laying around in the back room. So I got me a Red Hood #1. I actually read the thing, and supposedly I guess this is rated for adults too, and there's really nothing. The actual comic itself is it's okay. It's like a typical. This guy's supposed to be Robin. He's now the Red Hood. He's living in some city down there like New Orleans, but it was okay, but nothing. He's trying to find some cop killer, and nothing. There's really nothing outstanding one way or the other. Nothing controversial about it. Just your routine comic book. I certainly would not have bought it without any of the controversy, and if I had got copy #1 and read it, there would have been no reason to get any more of the other issues. But as a collector's item, and it's great controversy, you got me a copy of Red Hood #1. Thought I'd give you all the info on that. If you've heard anything about it, if you know anything about this Gretchen Felker Martin, let me know in the comments. Man, that wasted a lot of time, didn't it? Probably nobody was even interested. All right, let's get on to our football cards 2025 done with Elite. Let's see what we got. There's not a big crop of rookies this year. The quarterbacks aren't that good. I'm trying to get me an Isaac Tesla rookie card. That's really what I want. The prices for those on eBay are ridiculous for a guy who's only caught a couple passes, but he makes some sensational catches. Apparently his cards, 15, 20 bucks for one of his rookie cards. But let's see what we got. I'm going to give away any three that I don't want, which is probably going to be most of them. Let's see what we got in this 2025 Donruss Elite Blaster Box. We're opening it up right here. You can see it's from Panini. There's our packs. There's what we got, 5 packs right there. Got another pack here for our 6th pack. You see that down there in the bottom of the box? You see this? That looks like a security tag. Oh, no, there's no security tag. It's just a box. Well, how about that? We finally got a box of cards. They didn't have the security tag. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 cards a pack. Let's see what we got. I'm looking for an Isaac Tesla rookie card. Maybe you folks will see some cards you like. Alright, what do we got? Card number 1. Oh, retiree card. Darryl Green. What's card number 2? This is going to be James Cook. I'm going to hold these like this. James Cook. You see, these are nice foil cards. James Cook. All right. Next card. What do we got here? Another retiree card. Oh boy, I don't like retiree cards. William Andrews, old running back for the Falcons. How about that for our disco parallel? We also got a William Andrews. Not a rookie card, not even a current player, old retiree disco card. Oh boy, what that is one of the worst packs. First pack was horrible. If any of you want the code, feel free. First come, first serve. Super Bowl. Go to the Super Bowl. Take your kid. Be a star reporter. Ask some tough questions. All right, that was a horrible pack. I hope the whole box doesn't go like that. William Andrews was our disco card. Well, we got a second year Jaden Daniels. We've got a Lamar Jackson. Boy, we haven't had one rookie card yet. Man, this is a horrible box. Another retiree card. Yeah, we got a Drake May. What is this? Full Throttle. Ugh. Now I can tell already this is a horrible, horrible box of cards. Man, oh man, oh man. What do we got up here? This poor guy, Derrick Henry. How about the Ravens have really fallen off the cliff? Derrick Henry struggling with his fumbles. He's not even gaining any yards anymore. The Ravens have really taken a dive. Bryce Young. Oh my goodness. Matthew Stafford. Now we got a a numbered rookie card. That is nice, but it's Derek Harmon for the Steelers, defensive lineman Derek Harmon, big boy number 99. That is numbered out of 999. So our first rookie card is some kind of fancy red wave or pulsar rookie card. If you're a Steelers fan, I guess you'd like it. Here's another kid reporter, first come, first serve. All right, what do we got left? 3 packs left. I have the worst luck on these boxes of cards. All right. Patrick Queen. Another retiree card. Jamal Charles. Now look at this crazy green disco Jaden Daniels second year card. Well, it's better than being a retiree. Jaden Daniels, and then we got a title waves. Oh, that's kind of nice. A Terry Bradshaw title waves Super Bowl, 2-time Super Bowl MVP. Well, somebody might like that. If you're a Steelers fan, you got a Terry Bradshaw card and a Derek Harmon rookie card numbered. Everybody else, including me, extremely disappointed. Alright, we got a Kyler Murray. I'll tell you what, how about the way the Cardinals blew their game last week? That is going to be the end for that coach and this QB. There's no way they survive the year. That was a disaster. Baker Mayfield having a great year for Tampa, isn't he? Another retiree card. Damn, there's a lot of retiree cards. And who's this? This is a rookie card. Ty Felton disco rookie card. Ty Felton, what is he? Is he? I've never even heard of this guy. I think he was a receiver, but I don't think he's even playing. But anyway, there's a Vikings fan. We got a green disco rookie card of Ty Felton. All right, Last pack of one of the worst boxes of cards ever opened on video. Okay, let's see what we got. We got a Rome Odunze. Okay. We got a James Conner. Again, the Cardinals had a disastrous loss. We've got a Taysom Hill. I think he's injured, is he? Not even playing this year. Last card, Jamar Chase. Spellbound. There's the C. Boy, that is a horrible box of cards. I don't think anybody would even want any of those three. I don't know if I got anything to add in here to make it just a little bit better that I could quickly find. This video is already a half hour long. Do I have anything linked? Oh yeah, I could throw in this card. Let me reach up here. Hope I don't knock my camera down. Why don't we throw in one of these? I got a few of these. How about, speaking of Michigan versus USC, Michigan true freshman quarterback Bryce Underwood out in Los Angeles this weekend, going up against Lincoln Riley and the Trojans. Let's throw in this Bowman U Now card from his August 30th first game at Michigan. Let's throw in at least maybe some Michigan fans or college football fans would want a Bryce Underwood rookie card. So we'll throw that in plus any three of those very poor Donruss Elite cards. All right, what do you have to do to win those cards? Sunday night football, my Detroit Lions are playing the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead, at Arrowhead Stadium. All right, so get down into the comments field by 8 p.m. Monday night. Just put hashtag on the team and the total points you think is going to win. So if you think the Lions are going to beat the Chiefs 24-21, just get down in the comments field, hashtag Detroit45. Detroit being the name of the team you think is going to win, the 45 the total points scored. If you think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win 24-21, or whatever the score you think, just put hashtag KC45 or however total points you think. Whoever is the closest is going to win that Bryce Underwood rookie card and any three of the Donruss Elite. I think that's it for our video. There's nothing left to cover. We're going to get out of here, hit the stop button, and dump this thing into YouTube. Remember one thing, though, it's the fall season. I think on Mondays, actually, we're in this part of the year where there's football games every day of the week. But hey, sometimes you got a few minutes to kill before kickoff. You want to read something, go over to Amazon.com. Type in that author's name there. You see that? Henry L. Rassico. Get up in the search bar, put in that in the book title. This will come up on Amazon.com. That book is currently for sale. A couple others also under the name Henry L. Rassico. I think there's 3 books there. Man, those would make great Christmas presents, or pass them out on Halloween. This one here would be good for Halloween, and so would one of the other ones. But get over to Amazon and support world literature. All right, I guess that is about it. We will be back at some point in the not too distant future with something else. Until then, remember, enjoy the rest of your life.